Hey guys, Jerry here and welcome back to GregTech. I'm just standing down here in the lava lake admiring our handiwork along with Mr. Zombie up there with his bridal veil. So as you can see, the pump, the way it works is it goes as far away as it can reach and basically sucks up the source blocks from there one at a time. So the lava level will slowly drop from the edges and then toward the middle, so you can now see the sides of the obsidian over there. So yeah, it's working quite efficiently. It's bringing up a lot of lava, you know, a lot of excellent, cheap power for us. Power! So that is quite a magnificent sight to see. But that's not what this episode's going to be about, because we already did that. So yeah, we need to do something else, and I believe that I'm going to go with the one thing I mentioned last time that is not on the to-do list, which is the brewing section, the brewing stands and such, because we have this entire house here, which I labeled, I didn't label it the hippie hut, but it's kind of what it is. Jericho's Sustainable Fuel and Energy Department. Now, pretty much all potions in Minecraft are based around the awkward potion. Don't know why it's called that, but it is the awkward potion. And the awkward potion is made with nether wart, which means that we need to set up a nether wart farm. Now we have all this lovely space down here, which is not really used for anything. And we have exactly 27 pieces of netherrack, or soul sand rather. Which means we can put that here and we can plant this bit of nether wart. And as you can see, even above, or outside the nether, actually grows rather quickly. I just planted that one, it's already grown to the next stage. So that's kind of efficient. Now, I kind of want to have some more soul sand here, just at least one more layer, so we can have a nice big nether wart farm. Nether wart is also a really good resource to have for making methane. So, right now we're gonna go to the nether, and we're gonna, first of all, we're gonna store the gas turbine in here, because I don't want to bring that. Then I'm gonna do this, and also put the backpack in there, because I don't really need it. I have fully charged tools that should allow me to gather quite a bit. So let us go down there and see if we can find some lovely soul sand without getting ourselves killed. Now, I should really be bringing a bow. I'm gonna do that actually, because, well, there are ghasts in there, and most of the time they are not flying around in sword range. So if I have a bow somewhere, that would be just brilliant. I have an old damaged one here. I know at one point I had one with unbreaking 3 on it, but that was kind of useless. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this old bow here and just put the smallest enchant on it I can. Power 1. I think even power 1 is like a 50% damage increase, so... And since ghasts don't really have a lot of health, I don't... 1 or 2 shots should do it, just with the power 1 enchant. So I think that's worth it. Nether portal, of course, being down here, you can see the lava being sucked from over there. It doesn't reach beyond the water and the obsidian there, so we might have to relocate the pump to, you know, these lakes over here at one point. But that is for another time, because as it is right now, the pump has a lot to do. Now, it's been a while since we've been in the Nether on the series here. I have been in here a couple of times, especially when I was crafting something that needed zinc. I needed to go in here and get a bit more sphalerite, which is the main zinc resource. You can rarely find it in the overworld, but it's really another resource. So I went in here and got some. I've also been exploring a bit more. There's still some pyrite here. That's the iron ore. Iron with sulfur. So one of the main early sources of sulfur. Let's get away from the lava lake here. That's some sphalerite there, right there. Now the pigmen, of course, they are not hostile unless you attack them, in which case all of them in range will become hostile. And as you can see here, I've been shot at a bit by ghasts before. It happens in the nether. And they ruin your staircases if you don't make them out of something blast-proof, like, well, cobblestone is actually blast-proof to the ghast balls. But, yeah, we need to find some soul sand, and we need to remember where the exit is, but since it's on the border of a big lava lake, it's That's kind of a good landmark. So I've been in a couple of different directions, and I think actually the bit of soul sand I have is from up there. I guess we can just go up there and get some more. In vanilla, the nether is not that dangerous. Unless, like, the ghasts are a bit of a pain, especially if you're unarmored. If you have armor, they don't do that much damage. It's the fire that'll kill you. But the pigmen are mostly only dangerous if you annoy them. And if you can avoid annoying them, well, all the more respect to you. So let's see here. There's a bit of a lava flow there. There's this soul sand here, which we can gather some of at least. But hopefully without falling down. It's right above a lava lake, so again, holding the lovely shift button, trying not to get too close to the edge, and making sure that we see exactly where we're going. This is... the nether is, again, the lava and the fire is the dangerous part. It's not the mobs, it's not the blocks or anything, it's the fire in here. And potentially the fall damage, depending on where you land. So let us just quickly block off, so we have a little path here, and then we're gonna take a bit of this as well. Again, holding down shift and trying not to break the floor. Only hitting the stuff above us or same level as us. You can hear a ghast somewhere. It would actually be quite nice to kill a ghast and get a ghast cheer. They're quite useful for some potions. The potions that we're most interested in are fire resistance, of course, since that is what's gonna make the nether safe for us in the future. Fire resistance being made with the awkward potion using nether wart, followed by magma cream, which is either a drop from the nether magma slimes or crafted by mixing slime ball with blaze powder, which also comes from the nether. So that's pretty simple, the ghast over there. I don't think I've talked much about the nether ores actually. There are 3 of them. Hello, Mr. Ghast. There is the cinnabar, which is mercury. Now, because I have Thaumcraft, I also have access to mercury in the overworld, so it's not that big of a deal. Ow. The next one is salarite, which is the zinc sulfur hybrid, which also has the garnets. I'm just gonna fortune that. The yellow garnets. Can I shoot him from all the way over here? I hit the fireball, that's impressive enough, I guess. So zinc and yellow garnets from the sphalerite. And then finally there's the pyrite, which is iron and sulfur. I'm just gonna grab that bucket of lava. We get rid of that stream. So the nether fortress you see there is the one connected to the blaze spawner we visited earlier. And the yellow stuff you see over there is actually a sphalerite deposit that doesn't have netherrack around it, so it uses the core texture. We've seen that before as well with bauxite and other GregTech ores. Finally, the pyrite, which is just iron and sulfur. I don't think the pyrite is that special, really. I'm just fortuning this. Let's see, is this sphalerite as well? Yeah. I'm just gonna keep fortuning it. I think the fortune or silk touch, both of them are pretty viable ways of harvesting this stuff. My pickaxe here is fortune free, so it gives me a lot of stuff from each one. If you use the rock cutter, which I have here, I could go back and put in the industrial grinder, and it would also give me a lot of byproducts, pretty much equaling the fortune free effect to some degree. Like, there's no randomness to it. With the industrial grinder, you get a set number of stuff per single ore that you still touch, whereas the fortune can, you know, have a bit of random effect to it, depending. So you can have a bit of variation to how much you get. Just trying to eat up quickly here. Shoot that fireball. Shoot the ghast, maybe? Nope. Yeah, stop blowing up the world. I kind of want to get over there and kill him. Can I shoot him from here? Yeah. Alright, so one shot actually does take them out with the just power 1, so that's pretty good. I'm just gonna run over there quickly and see if he actually dropped a gas tier, because I would like to pick that up and bring it home. Yes he did. Excellent, that was well worth the visit. And there are baby pigmen here. I was just afraid for a moment they would attack me. So this stuff over here, is that a huge parrot deposit? Yeah. Now, I'm gonna be a bit silly here and quickly go pyrite and see exactly what you get out of it when you put it in the industrial grinder. You get sulfur and you get phosphorus dust. And phosphorus dust can be used for calcium and phosphate, or making fertilizer. Now the fertilizer is something we haven't really used yet, but potentially useful. So let's see, calcium, what do we use that for? Calcite dust, I have a lot of that already. So not that relevant, alright. Not a big reason to forge or soft touch that. So let us fortune it and bring it home. Again, it's just worth checking. It's a big deposit this, by the way, it's a really big deposit. And it's all going into my mining backpack, so I can't actually see it in my inventory. Pyrite, netherrack, bit of sphalerite there that fell into the lava. I'm just quickly gonna close that hole up again and not get the one next to it because it's just gonna fall anyway. Alright, let's get back out of here. The nether really gets on my nerves, especially when I haven't got a fire resistance potion on me. If I had a fire resistance potion, I could just drink it and I could happily take a swim in the lava without suffering any ill effects. Which is actually something we're going to get back to at one point, because we have Railcraft installed, there is a very specific resource that is unique to the nether, and it's very, very valuable. It's called the Firestone, and it only spawns on the bottom of lava lakes. Like, you can potentially find it if you go below lava lakes and look up, but it would have to be at the very layer connecting to the lava. So every single moment you dug anything there, you might get absolutely drowned in lava. But what it does is that it allows you to, you can toss it into, once you refine it, which is really expensive by the way, you can toss it into a lava lake and it'll suck up all the power from the lava. And then you can use it as coal or a fuel, basically. Either put it in a furnace to cook stuff, or you can use it to heat up a steam boiler, which is the main reason it exists. Normally steam boilers, they take a while to reach the max temperature. And this time, until they reach the max temperature, they are very, very fuel inefficient. But once they reach the max temperature, they are very, very efficient, and you can get a lot done with a wee bit of fuel if you have a hot steam generator. And the beauty of the Firestone is that it can heat up a steam firebox very, very quickly. Like, I think the wiki page for Railcraft said 200 times quicker than normal. We have a lot of lava. So 200 times quicker than normal for heating up a steam boiler. That's a lot, and that's a lot of fuel you save if you have the Firestone. It can also contain the power of a lot of lava, and it's a really good tool for, like, if you have little pockets of lava around in your mines you just want to get rid of. You toss it in there, it sucks out the energy and turns all into obsidian, you can then mine. So yeah, that's a really, really good thing. Now, the reason of course we went down there was to get more salt sand, so let us go back into... Hold on, let me just quickly... I actually just want to craft something quickly. There we are. Now let us go back over to the hippie hut and, finish up the soul sand field here for the nether wart. I don't think any of it has grown to max size yet, though, which is sad. Beautiful crafting there. Nope, not quite full size yet, but at least it's growing. So now that we have that growing, we can set up the actual brewing stands. Now, a brewing stand, I recommend having 2 of them because, well, It's a bit of a slow process, and sometimes if you need to make 2 potions, then it's a lot easier to have 2 of them going at the same time. Very simple recipe: blaze rod on top of 3 cobblestone, get a brewing stand. And these things you plump down somewhere, and then you can, you know, make potions. Now, I like to put these sort of things on tables and such, and I think actually Thaumcraft has some very nice tables we can use for it, so I'm gonna make a couple of those. Let's see, is it that one? Yes, it is. Alright, 2 of those. Thank you. And are we gonna put them here so Quicksilver can see? Yeah, let's put them right here. Excellent. Now we need, well, oddly enough, we need a chest next to them so we can have, you know, some storage for glass bottles of water and that sort of thing that we need. We should really also have, we should really have an infinite water source nearby. I guess we have one downstairs, it's not too big of a deal. So let's grab, let's empty some inventory space quickly. These ones go up here. What a mess. There. Alright. And of course we can't sort it because we have backpacks. Silly. 15. Because why not? I don't think we can carry them all, but it's good enough to have a little reserve of these. Yeah, we'll pick them. We'll come back and pick them up. So the way potion brewing works is that you put in some bottles of water. You can each set of ingredients can make 3 potions. So that's kind of convenient. Just quickly gonna pick up the ones I dropped down here. And as I mentioned before, you pretty much always start with the awkward potion. Now I would have loved if some of these little warts had grown up. Am I actually stuck in my own fountain here? Pretty much, almost. For demonstration purpose, let's just take this one and use that. Yoink. And then hopefully upstairs we have some magma cream or similar somewhere. We have slime balls at least. Do we have blaze powder? Or yes, we do. So blaze powder, slime ball, and then we can start brewing. So over here we take the left one, water bottles, we put in nether wart, and then I'm wondering what exactly is getting blown up out there. Like, I hear a lot of lightning strikes, and I'm really hoping that none of my solar panels or anything has been hit by lightning. I might have to go out and double check that. Actually, can we look on the map here? It seems the solar panels are intact. I don't see any fire, at least. But whatever. We now have 3 awkward potions here. Now, if we add the magma cream on top, we should turn them into potions of fire resistance. Now, fire resistance, you can always have 2 ranks of a potion. 1 and 2. Fire resistance 2 has no advantage because it still makes you immune to fire. But instead of increasing the rank, you can also increase the duration, and that uses redstone. Now, I don't think I have any redstone over here. Also, but I do think I have some in my mining backpack. Yes, I do. Alright, look at all the stuff. 30 piles of zinc dust, sphalerite dust, lots of that. 5 yellow garnets, and 49 pyrite dust. Alright. So we have now potions of fire resistance here. If we put in a piece of redstone, that should extend the duration from 3 minutes to, I think, 8 minutes. And since they... yeah, let's just quickly double check that. I'm fairly certain I'm right, but, you know, just in case. I can never be too certain. Potions of fire resistance, there we go, 8 minutes. So drinking one of these while in the nether will make you completely immune to lava, and you should actually be able to, like, walk around under lava and look at stuff. And achievement get local brewery. How about that? And I'm just wondering actually if I should be brave enough to dump everything I have and just actually try and go in there and do that, do just that. I think I might actually just be brave and or stupid enough to do that. So let's get rid of everything that has any value that we can't easily replace. We don't need torches in the nether. We can bring a bit of bread for food. And then we'll take a diamond pickaxe, because I do need to have a good pickaxe to potentially pick up the stuff. I'm also going to bring the bow and the arrows, just in case. And then we're going to go for a little lava swim, because why not? If we can, then we should do it. Now, I should put out a disclaimer here. If you don't have a fire resistance potions, then don't try this at home. It could potentially be very hazardous for your health and your surroundings. Back into the nether. Now, I think without a night vision potion, I might not be able to actually see if we do happen to come across any firestone. Like, generally the lava lakes are pretty hard to see on the other side. But yeah, fire resistance 8 minutes. We can stand here, stand in the fire, have some fun, and it doesn't hurt us. Or we can go in the lava. And yeah, as you can see here, we can't really see a lot. We are on fire, but we're not taking damage. We can look around, we can see it's nether quartz, or we can also swim up to the surface, but we're still on fire. So we can't really see a lot. If I press F1, we're still on fire, yeah. Alright. But, again, this combined with maybe some speed potions and other stuff, night vision and speed potion, I think together, might make it possible for us to find a piece of firestone in here. Again, we can only search like a little part of the lava lake at a time, because we pretty much have to be looking straight down to find it. It's not that obvious. It looks a lot like netherrack. So, and it's also really rare, so it'll be a stroke of luck should we find one. But if we do find one, it's going to be very good. But it's also going to be very dangerous to actually get it back, because, well, the way that whenever you have a piece of firestone on you that's not refined and contained, it will randomly set fires around you. So if we bring this anywhere near the hippie hut, we will most likely light it on fire and burn it to the ground. Which is not something we want to do. So yeah, it takes some precaution to, you know, bring that stuff home and refine it. Also, the way that you refine it is actually kind of odd. You need a bunch of blocks of redstone. You need a bunch of you need to sacrifice 4 diamond pickaxes to do it as well as have a rock crusher set up. So luckily we have that. But it's quite an involved process. But yeah, I'm not gonna bore you guys with you know, just staring here at the bottom of a lava lake. I'm gonna spend whatever time I have on this potion and just look around down here, see if I find anything. I probably won't. And even if I do, I'm actually in a bit of trouble, because, well, I didn't bring any blocks to protect the block while I mine it. So I think until you refine it, it might actually be flammable. So yeah, I haven't had too much foresight, but I wanted to show the power of the potion here. Parador, interesting enough. So that we can find. But of course that's also going to burn if we try to mine it without, you know, getting rid of the lava, so not the smartest thing in the world. But yeah, I'm going to use the rest of the durability in this, or duration of this potion, to just look around for some firestone, and if I do find something, I will, you know, quickly turn on the recording again, but otherwise, yeah, I'll see you guys once I'm on the surface again. And I'm now out of the lava again. The potion is just about to run out. I'm hoping this fire will be put out at some point before the resistance removes. If not, then that's the reason why I'm heading back to the portal, because I know that I have some water on the other side. So if it does persist, I can put it out before trouble ensues. But yeah, I didn't find any firestone. I reckon that I'm gonna need a night vision potion along with maybe a speed potion. And a bunch more fire resistance, of course, if we are to have any success there, you know, within a reasonable amount of time. So that's gonna take a bunch more potion brewing, and thus a bunch more nether wart growing. But yeah, that'll be something that I'll most likely be doing between sessions, because it's... Why am I on fire again? Well, I've definitely been put out now, so yeah. Anyway. Oh, this one's ready. How was that? Bam. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. We've been back to the Nether. We have been, you know, brewing and swimming in lava. I think that's a pretty good day. So yeah, we have the capability to brew stuff now. We have the I've told you about the Firestone, and hopefully at one point in the future, near future, maybe we can launch an expedition to actually find a piece for ourselves. But until next time, I'm Jerry. This has been GregTech, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.